transforming lives. Online learning is doing just that at the University of Illinois at Springfield. Students are empowered with a web-based flexibility that recognizes no boundaries. Online technology allows the student to participate and take control of their education by addressing their individual needs. Restrictive class schedules and campus location no longer hinder the student from attending class. Simply put, internet instruction takes education directly to the student. With a convenient schedule, a wide variety of courses offered each semester, and the ability to access a course from wherever you access the internet, online learning removes the barriers that keep many students from reaching their educational goals. What's more, the time and effort put into an online course is comparable to that of traditional face-to-face instruction. Please listen as UIS students offer their candid insights and opinions about online classes, and learn for yourself how this innovative approach to learning has transformed their lives.
The things that I was able to do online that a traditional classroom would not provide were the ability to take your tests or quizzes at any time of the day or night. In a traditional classroom, you have to be there at a certain time, even if it's via computer, in order to take it and submit the test or the quiz or the assessment. Being able to do this online, you have a certain time period the instructor sets for you, but you can do this at your convenience. You can do it at midnight, 3 in the morning, or 4 in the afternoon.
Well, online classes at UIS in the Liberal Studies program works great for me because it allows me the flexibility to attend not only college but a university setting academics whereas my wife being a registered nurse and me being a police officer, we have very different schedules. My days off, I have 2 days off every 6 days, and so I hop around. It doesn't allow for a lot of flexibility to go to a traditional classroom setting where you have to be there Monday, Wednesday, Thursday at 8 a.m. Another problem being a police officer in general is you're obligated to be on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
The one thing I didn't like about being in regular classes is everybody speaks at the same time. In online classes, you can have 50 people and everybody gets to say what they want to say every single time. Just type it in, you know. So that's the best thing. Everybody gets to say what they have to say. And a lot of times people have different things that they have to say. You know, it's not always the same. You don't get 50 responses of the exact same thing. So that's in regular classes, you know, everybody's, you know, talking at the same time, or they're saying the same thing, or you get 3 people. That's all the time you have for, you know, and I guess that becomes the standard, you know. So that's the difference. You get 50 people, 50 people get a say.
There are similarities between online classes and the traditional classroom setting. You get to know your teacher, you get to know your fellow students, maybe a little bit more than you would in a traditional setting, but you do get to know them. The curriculum or the classwork is the same, only you do a lot more writing in participation. You're not speaking necessarily, but I found it to be very challenging. Some of the classes more challenging than others. The teacher participation was just super though. They were available to me online anytime.
The beauty of it is you'll be online doing your class or doing your homework, and we all know that the primary research tool for anybody is the internet. So you're right there in the computer, and you can flip over to an Internet Explorer browser, do some research, or while you're in a chat for one of the classes or whatever, you can be pulling up another website, or informally, not even informally, when some of the instructors have had online chat programs, they'll just pop a link right on the, some of the students will chime in and say, well, here's a link to a certain thing we're talking about, and everybody can click on it. So you'd never get that in a classroom environment.
I enjoy learning, and this is what online class, UIS, allowed me to better improve my personally as well as professionally. Online class is a good feeling to know that I can accomplish an educational goal and at the same time meet my personal needs, and that's a good feeling.
I chose an online program primarily for my job. My job required me to do a lot of travel. I didn't have a consistent schedule, and I had to have, in order to do education like this, I had to have something that would be convenient for myself.
With the online degree, I found, since I have so much more interaction with the other classmates, I have learned a lot more from other teachers, some of the things that they do, and people are always giving, well, I do this in my classroom, or I tried this, or people are giving them ideas of things that they do in order to help make either their lessons better or their classroom management easier, things like that. So I love listening to, well, not really listening, I'm reading, I guess, but seeing what everybody has to offer. And I don't think in the traditional classroom you have as much time to share all that stuff, because you're going over what it is you want to cover and any questions about that material, and there's just not as much time to hear each person's story and their ideas. And with online, there's always time, because people can always post messages, and it seems like people are very forthcoming with what they type. They're always willing to do that.